Ladies and gentlemen, William Samoei Ruto should now withdraw Charlene Ruto from the public. From being called Quickmat to now the laughable hustler story that has been trending for some time. I had seen that video earlier and I had made up my mind that I am not going to I'm just going to laugh about it and leave it. But there is a very interesting photo that someone shared to me, and I'm going to share that photo with you. And that's why now I said, okay, fine. Let me say about it, something about it. There is undated video. By the way, that video, there is a video of Charlene Ruto making some very ridiculous statements that when she was in Daystar University, she was selling some mayai and I don't know, kachumbari, and the father motivated her to do it. I wanted to listen to this video a bit.
Business of selling Smokie kachumbari. I was in Daystar University. Smokie kachumbari. And he really encouraged me in that small business I was doing. And one principle he taught me that I want you to the business of selling Smokie kachumbari. I was in Daystar University. And he really encouraged me in that small business I was doing. And one principle he taught me that I want you to
Where are you guys?
Hata kama ni campaigns bana. Hata kama ni PR.
But I need us to note one thing. It's undated. The video is not at yesterday, it was today, but it's just a video that has surfaced on the internet from nowhere.
It is used to sell.
So she could have said this 3 years ago before she became the first daughter, when she was the second daughter.
But she's always been somebody, hasn't she? She's always been somebody.
Can you leave Charlene alone?
She's always been.
She was a hustler.
There was a time I used to go to the same church with her, and the cars.
No. I sat in the same class as Charlene. And Charlene is a very calm, nice lady. Hananga maneno mingi. Ako very calm.
I do not dispute it. I'm just saying some information we can go without. Because now you're forcing us to call you out.
No. So someone shared me, and I want to tell you that what she's saying about Smokie business is a very viable business in college. Personally, someone shared with me that video. I think he picked it from a Facebook page or somewhere. The video is seen on a screen. The video is seen there. So that was me when I was in Masai Mara University, and it's one story that I rarely tell. But my classmates knew that I used to sell eggs so that I could fetch for my school fees, bit of my school fees, na tunaishi nje, nalipa hostel. My friends know that I used to sell and a very good space, that is student center in Masai Mara University. So it's a business that I once did. And then I saw Charlene Ruto saying that she used to sell Smokies. I was, sometimes kana watu wametoka mbali, lakini sasa si Charlene. Sasa they leave that to us. She's trying to chart a political path that like that of the father. But, I don't think it's just reality catching up with them, because President Ruto in the last campaign touted Raila, Uhuru, and Gideon Moi as dynasties, children of people who are known. And when the daughter is trying to break the ceiling, she's catching up with the same thing that she's now a dynasty. I don't know what's making it difficult for Charlene to accept that she's a dynasty. Let me tell you, there were some two reasons why Charlene was brought in the public, and rather her networks were activated by the president himself, because there are many. I think President Ruto have more than 5 kids, if I'm not wrong. Yes. and not all of them are seen in public. The only one that is most visible is Charlene Ruto. At one point, she was in charge of Western Hotel, and of course, she's been here with us for some time. When William Ruto won the presidency, at the campaign trail, the children were not there. If you look at Raila, on the other side of Raila, Winnie was active in the campaign trail, but now she seems to have been reserved a bit. Charlene Rutos were not in the campaign trail. But when the father became the president, the father lost the hustler tag. And he is slowly losing the touch with the youth of this country. So that's why Charlene Ruto was to come in, was brought in. She was brought in so that she can gel with the young generation. And what, according to me, could have been the plan is that by the time President Ruto will be making his political exit, it will be easy to make sure that Charlene Ruto can also get into some elective politics. In fact, to me, Charlene Ruto seems to be the one who wants to take, to wear the shoe of the father. And it's when people saw her in public, people saw her that she's out for politics. The challenge here is this: when she makes such a big blunder of honestly lying, because I have also looked at some videos, some of you classmates have spoken, and that gentleman is saying that, okay, hakuuza, and like is literally lying. That is a political currency. That's a currency in politics that people normally use. And the father was touted to have used the currency of lying a lot in the just concluded general election. So that's why it's not a very good way to start her politics. The other reason why she was brought in, to me, she seems to be someone who is sitting at a high table on environmental matters, because William Ruto, I think on this issue of environment, it's more at the family end. You'll see the first lady is running environmental stuff, although I saw her planting some trees in Kakamega. Also, Charlene Ruto is running something on planting trees. So Charlene Ruto is also sitting in the high decision-making table, which Ruto will do that, one, to empower the girl, which is really fine. As a father, you need to empower your child. Number two, that's also opportunity to get financial gains and also make your networks. What you're going to do with those networks will be up to you. But you just make sure that you throw in your net and you make your niche yourself. That is something that we can actually see. However, being that she's posh and privileged, I don't know what stops her from acknowledging that she grew up in posh, like kuuza what, unlike kuuza kachumbari, and so it can't pay fees in Daystar University. Hata sisi tumefanya, but easy lipa 200,000, 200,000 even if you are selling. In Daystar, and yourself, you are doing it, so at what point do you go to class and it doesn't really add up. So I don't know what's making it difficult is because she wants to take the path of the father. Ruto must understand something, and that's why I think she must withdraw the daughter from the public, is because presidency, she must understand that his family has a shared value with his presidency. Charlene Ruto the daughter is called Charlene Ruto. The second name is Ruto. So where people see Charlene, people see the father, people see the president. Now in this, I'm telling you, Charlene was, I don't know when this statement came, because the video is undated. Maybe it was somewhere in the past, but it just resurfaced. When such a video emerges that maybe she might have lied somewhere, what do you see? I'm actually seeing people try to link that with the father. And being that the father is now trying to implement his ideas and making promises one after the other, it portrays the father as a liar. I've seen people saying pathological liar. It portrays the father as a liar. So that's why they need to take a lot of keen interest, because otherwise they are really making a huge blunder. Number two, I think she's trying to conform, and I don't know why. It's not a must to conform to the politics of the father. If she wants to make a way, I think she can chart her own path. There are resources. She's not under any pressure. She's not going to seek. She must not seek an elective seat even in the next general election. So if she's going to push environmental stuff and on that direction, I will support. If she's going to push the digital economy, maybe now stand in with the digital team, the innovation and technology, it will be quite in good order. But she must cut the niche very clearly so that she should not be seen as someone who is trying to use the shadow of the father. That will not work, because anyone who is waiting to kutumia kote Ruto is going to lose because of the incumbency baggage. Being that the father is going to be in power, by the time he's going to leave either after 10 or 5 years, it's not going to be easy. So you rather just find your own way. Now, when Charlene is in public and she's making blunders that people view as political, the same political rhetoric, she will lose her relevance. I have seen her meeting Simbarati, the Kisii governor, who is not very close, who did not have a very good relationship with the father, William Ruto. But Charlene Ruto met her, and we are waiting for also the next day she can meet the governor of Homa Bay in Kisumu and Siaya. That should be the angle. And for her to cut that niche well without a lot of prejudice and stereotypes and stories coming here and there, she needs to steer clear of the political rhetoric. And I don't know, she must have a secretariat, and or maybe if it's from the secretariat is working at the family level, or her own secretariat, which she can afford, why not? She can have a secretariat. They should work on her messaging, on what she's going to say in public, and also vet which instances she's going to speak. I don't think she's still got to the level of being a motivational speaker. I don't know. I doubt. Kwanza, hii biashara ya kusema eti uliuza mayai eti sasa I don't know. It's not cool to tell people that you suffered because someone said it's not good to celebrate suffering. Of course, it's good to acknowledge, but you don't celebrate because unaweza pia kuteseka si lazima utapata. Unaweza teseka pia ukose. Someone said that utateseka mpaka pia hata ukufe. So, for me, I think she's still not yet ready for such engagements, especially as a motivational speaker, going to be asked questions, and when people see her, she's getting linked with the father. You need to make an achievement first. Acha pande hizi miti 10,000, make some big achievement, something that people see, so that even if you come home, apart from you being a daughter of the president, you also have your credentials with you, so that you don't need an introduction. For me, even if you call her to a motivational speak, what is she talking about? She's going to speak about the father, because she doesn't have her own credentials that you can say she has achieved this, she has achieved that publicly, maybe in private life, but publicly, I don't think she has those rights to still be the big role model that people might be looking at. That's my take.